Hey, hi, hello everyone. Happy New Year. Today is New Year's Day. It is not for you all though. It is like November. I'm stuck in November, clearly. It's like January 7th maybe for you all if you're watching this the day that it comes out, which is on a Tuesday, but it's New Year's Day for me. So anyway, let's back it up. My name is Linnea, and this is a space where we are trying to become semi-self-sufficient, where we garden, we do sourdough, we do fun recipes. So if that is something that you are interested in, consider subscribing. If not, thank you for being here. If you're not new here, welcome back. Missed you. Hope you all had a fantastic holiday season. Anyway, okay, today is a day where we are doing kind of a fun recipe. I guess I've never made this before, ever in my life. Never made this before. I don't even know if I've actually eaten this before. But since it is New Year's Day, Jonathan has informed me that one, we can't clean because apparently that's bad luck. I don't know, can't clean on New Year's Day, whatever. And then he has always been very adamant. I've never heard this one before, but he has always been very adamant that we do not eat chicken on New Year's Day. I think that was from his mom or something. I don't know. They also, in his family, would not eat chicken on New Year's Day. Apparently, he says he always heard you'd be scratching all year long, and I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means you'll be like scratching for money. Like, I have no idea. But so we're not having chicken on New Year's Day. I found a recipe for Italian braised beef short ribs. And I showed it to Jonathan and I said, is this something you think you would like to eat? And he said, yeah, that sounds really good. So we went. I could not find short ribs. And thankfully one of the butchers was kind of out in like the meat aisle, and he asked if I was looking for something, and I said, yeah, I'm looking for short ribs. He went and looked and he's like, I don't have any right here, but I can go cut you some fresh. So, kind of what I have here. He was a very, very kind man. He made my day, actually. He was so kind. This is, sorry, my phone it's vibrating. This is what he cut for us. It is about 3.2 pounds of short ribs. The recipe calls for 2.5 to 3 pounds. So, sorry, I have my phone here. I'm distracted. I have my phone here and it's reflecting onto the ceiling, and Calvin is going psycho. He thinks it's a toy on the ceiling that he's gonna play with. So he's trying to get the reflection. Anyway, we're gonna go kind of sear these, cook them up, do some things with them. Let's go make this meal. Alright, I have about 2 tablespoons of olive oil heated up, and I did pat these ribs dry, and then I seasoned them with salt and pepper, and I'm gonna sear them for about 3 minutes on each side. I used baby carrots, but it says about 3 carrots cut into about 1-inch chunks. So I used baby carrots just because it's what I had. And then I'm also adding about 3 stalks of celery. I'm gonna let that cook for another 5 minutes. All right, I did add a little bit of garlic to this. And now I'm gonna add roughly a 1/4 cup of tomato paste. And I'm gonna kind of mix it up. And then I'm gonna let this cook for about 5 to 6 minutes. And then we're gonna add some red wine. I normally don't cook with wine. I had to go buy wine because I don't have red wine in our house. But it's New Year's Day, so we're getting fancy up in this house. All right, so we'll be back in about 5 minutes to add our wine. All right, it's been probably 6 or 7 minutes by this point, but now it calls for 1 cup of dry red wine. This is the one I got. It's cheap. It's like $7 at Walmart, and I don't care because I'm not gonna drink it. So I'm gonna add a cup of this. I'm gonna mix it up, and then I'm gonna let the wine reduce by half, and then we'll be back to add some other good tasting things to this. All right, this is where I'm mostly following the recipe. It says to use a 14-ounce can of like pureed tomatoes. And if you're using whole tomatoes, to puree them and then add salt. This is just pureed canned tomatoes that I did over the summer from the garden. So that's what I'm going to use. It's literally just, essentially it's basically pasta sauce, but it's just pureed tomatoes. There's a piece of garlic in there and salt. That is all it is. So I'm going to add this to the pot over here. You can just use regular tomatoes from the store, canned tomatoes from the store, but why buy that when I have it from the garden? So we're going to add that right over here. And then I'm going to add 1 cup of beef broth. I'm also going to add a bundle of thyme. That's what it says to do, so that's what we're doing. We're just going to add a whole bundle. It does say to add bay leaves. I don't even know if I have bay leaves at this point, but I feel like bay leaves don't really add a whole lot, so this is what we have going on. All right, now I'm going to add these short ribs back in. I do have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. So basically I'm going to let these cook for 2.5 to 3 hours in the oven with the lid on. I am going to check it every 30 or so minutes to make sure that there's enough liquid in here. And if it looks like it's running low on liquid, then I'm just going to add a little bit more beef broth. So I'm going to let these cook basically until they're really tender. And then we'll be back. I'm gonna add. Looks pretty good. This has been cooking for at least 3 hours, and it's definitely tender. So we made mashed potatoes, and we're gonna put this in plates and eat it because it looks delicious. Okay. You think you're gonna get some of that? You only hope. You only hope. Okay. It's the taste test. I cooked for a long time. Don't throw it in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Really good? It looks really pretty, I won't lie.
It looks very pretty, but it's very, this kind of tastes like you were saying, like it's kind of like roast, but it is. It's kind of like a mini roast.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's absolutely delicious.
Super flavorful, really delicious. I got homemade sourdough. We have an Italian salad over there. We have flowers made by Lego.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't need ketchup.
Oh yeah, Jonathan puts ketchup on his roast and I always make fun of him for it. So you don't need ketchup? Mm-mm. It's that good. Would you ask for this again? Should it be our new New Year's meal?
Maybe every once in a while. I still like, I don't know, it's not as good. I don't know. It's different than a prime rib roast.
Oh yeah, we can do that for Valentine's though.
Yeah, but it's delicious.
Would you ask for this again?
Oh, yeah, everything's delicious.
Well, you heard it here. Jonathan the Picky Man says it's delicious, so.
I love mashed potatoes.
It's a good recipe then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I don't know really what the next video is going to be. I've been on top of it, but I got to think of something. Okay, so I'm sure Jonathan will see you all in the next video because he tries everything.
Not everything, but most things.
I mean, everything I make for the channel, you do try. I think, yeah. I don't think I've ever made anything like gross that you wouldn't try on the channel.
Not gross. Like I don't think anything he makes gross. I just have different. I don't like mushrooms. Or mushrooms.
He also is not super into like really bold flavors. I feel like you're more of a subtle flavor guy. Anyway, you're making that look really good. I have a whole plate over there and I'm gonna go eat it. So we'll see you in the next video. Bye!